Hey everyone, Anthony Scott here at ToyHypeUSA.com. Playmates Toys has just released their Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1988 remastered figures, and these are exclusively available at Walmart. I ask that you support ToyHypeUSA.com by shopping at Walmart.com, and you can do this by clicking the links off of ToyHypeUSA.com. Those are hyperlinks, or the links right in the YouTube description below. We earn a teeny tiny percentage of any sales, which does help pay for website costs, so please go ahead and do that. Buy these or any other figures. I picked these up today for $12.97 each in store, but again, you should be able to find these online, and I will be offering a link to do that. These are packaged in window boxes here with some nice retro artwork here from the late 80s. And of course, you have the 40th anniversary logo up there. On each side, you have an image of the turtle. So here is your closer look at Leonardo. On the other side is a combined look at all four of the turtles. And on the back is a combined look, just in a different way. There's a closer look at that. You also have a description and some other details here. Each figure is the same as far as that, but I'm just going to show you guys differences on the packaging. Michelangelo. And of course, we have Donatello right here. Here's a look at the other side. So I am going to be opening this up right now, and let's take a closer look. Here is your in-hand look at the remastered 1988 figures, featuring all new sculpts and updated articulation compared to the comic accurate figures that Playmates has been offering basically in recent years. I had originally thought, because I had seen images online, I had not seen these in hand, that these figures were repaints from the comic versions. However, that is not the case. While the sculpt looks somewhat similar, these are all new sculpts. So you're getting all new textures with the sculpts, all new parts, everything, and updated articulation, which was a real nice surprise once I opened the box and saw what these were. So I couldn't be any happier with it. Leonardo is given his own unique head sculpt here, as are each of the turtles. He has his harness, just as the other turtles, which you see here. Each one has the letter right on the belt buckle, just as the vintage toys had, and you saw that in the cartoon as well. There is a lot of really nice sculpted texture, which you can see here throughout each of the turtles. They're also colored in their own unique skin tone, which you remember from the vintage toy line. There's also holsters on the back of the shell, so you could place the weapons on. So there is that option as well. There goes Raphael. Here is a closer look at his holsters here. And of course, the head sculpt, very nicely done. All the parts. Here is a look. He also has a holster on his shell for another accessory, which we'll take a closer look at. Donatello. Here's a closer look at the head sculpt. Notice that each of the head sculpts are unique, just as the vintage 1988 figures were. And here is a look at the back. This is where the staff is going to go, just as you had it for the vintage toy. Here's a look at the feet and everything. And my favorite turtle, Michelangelo. Here's a look at him. Nice head sculpt here. Open mouth. Or grinning mouth, I should say. The nunchucks are going to fit right through here, so that's where that's going to go. And here's a look at the rest of the parts and everything. So for articulation, and I'll demonstrate it on Michelangelo as I have him in hand here, you have a ball jointed head, full range of motion, swivel hinge shoulders, swivel hinge elbows, and this is one of the new points of articulation, which I'm going to compare to one of the comic figures in just a moment. He also has swivel wrists, swivel hinge knees, good range of articulation. Excuse me, swivel hinge hips, I do apologize. Swivel hinge knees, and he also has swivel ankles. Here is a comparison with one of the comic-inspired turtle figures that Playmates Toys has been offering in recent years. They've repainted this figure a number of times now, so if you have it, I think you guys would know what to expect as far as that. The only part about this figure I don't like is the elbow joint right here. You can only swivel hinge it here, so if you want to hold the accessory, the elbow has to be forward like this. You can't lift it up and down, just side by side. There is no point of articulation on the wrist here. If you want to hold it like this, you gotta hold it like that. So that's the only thing I haven't liked about these figures. And originally I thought that's what these figures were gonna get when I saw images online. I'm like, great, they repainted these, but we're still gonna have that joint here, which I don't like. But again, these are all new sculpts, updated articulation. Thank goodness they did not do that. They really enhanced this. So here is a comparison here with the joint. You have swivel wrist. So you're basically getting a much better figure as far as sculpt wise. Here is a look at that. This is just what it looks like side by side. So I'm definitely loving this updated sculpt, which is all new for these toy accurate turtle figures. And here's a look at the back of the figures just to compare on all sides. Leonardo includes all of the accessories here, including this bladed weapon with 2 handles on it. Here is a closer look at that. 2 swords or katanas, 2 daggers, 1 short, 1 long. And he comes with 2 throwing stars, which are all right here. What I like about the accessories is that they painted the handles. So most of the time with accessories, you get one color. However, they went ahead and actually painted it, which I find very interesting and very grateful that they went this extra mile and they basically made a really nice figure here. And here is a look at the swords. You see how the handles are painted blue. Donatello also comes with his own rooftop base, and just like Leonardo had a movable part, which I just realized I didn't show you guys, this little glass part can move around. This part can too. This isn't positioned on there, it's just placed on there. He also comes with a bow staff, which has painted handles as well, purple. And they went ahead and painted the wood, actually a wood color, so I think that's very cool. This ball and chain link mace accessory, this also has a painted handle, and the chains aren't actually chains, it's just plastic, which is unfortunate, but given that the fact that they painted all the accessories, all new sculpts and everything, I'm really not complaining about it. Also, the handles on the 2 daggers are painted, which you see here, and comes with 2 throwing stars. Here is a look at all of Raphael's accessories, including the 2 throwing stars, the 2 daggers, both short and long, 2 size with painted handles that are red. And he also comes with this hammer, with, well, I should say a double hammer, and this also has a painted red handle, so he can hold it. He also comes with a themed rooftop base with a little ladder right there, and this part can be moved around. And finally, Michelangelo comes with all of the accessories here, including this rooftop base. This part is movable. He comes with this double-bladed weapon with painted handles, 2 throwing stars, the short and long daggers. The nunchucks are also given a real chain link, which I think is very cool. And the handles are painted, which you should see here. Yep, right, and it's like a metallic orange. Here is a look at the weapons in their holsters here. Raphael's is in the front, just as the vintage toys had. And he also has this dagger right in the back. Michelangelo, his nunchucks are in the back. Leonardo. And of course, we have Donatello. Here is a look at the 4 bases combined, and each one is similar. The only real difference is that extra accessory that can move around, such as this chimney piece that comes with Raphael. And the dab of mutagen is different on each one of the bases. The bases also have a slice of pizza on the upper left-hand side there. The turtles come in their alternate accessories, so I went ahead and put on these extra bonus accessories that each one comes with. Here is another pose. Leonardo's extra accessory kind of looks like a Klingon weapon, so if you're familiar with Star Trek, I think you guys would know what I'm talking about here. Here is a closer look at Donatello and Michelangelo. Here is a look at each of the turtles with their iconic accessories. Raphael can hold his sai as shown, just as other turtle figures, which I think is a very nice touch. And here is a closer look at Donatello and Michelangelo. Here is one final pose with each of the 4 turtles with their iconic accessories. Overall, I highly recommend you guys pick these up. These are beautifully done updates to the 1988 classic vintage line. So you're definitely going to want these. These are all new sculpts, updated articulation. There is definitely a lot to love about these figures. You can purchase now at Walmart, and please use our links off of toyhypeusa.com. Last night I posted direct links to the availability to each of these figures. So make sure to support toyhypeusa.com by purchasing these off our links. And just a heads up, I reached out to Playmates Toys when I requested these to see if they had these for review. Unfortunately, they did not, but they are expecting a very fast sellout of these, given the fact that the popularity of these has been just astonishing from the fan base. And these are just some of the best turtle figures in recent years. So I would recommend you guys quickly getting these while you can. I do expect a fast sellout, and so do they, as of July 2024. Again, these are exclusively available at Walmart, and please use our links off of toyhypeusa.com or check out the YouTube description below. I am Anthony Scott. Thank you so much for watching this video, and stay tuned for more news and reviews.